Good day, gamers. Hope you're doing well. This is Doc, and today I felt like I needed to get this video out of my chest. There has been ample discourse going back and forth regarding the positivity and negativity around the Roots of Nightmare raid. And I kind of want to speak my mind as to why I honestly believe why this raid didn't suck. There's a couple of things that I'm going to discuss today, and I was on my way to do this last sector, and I figured, you know what, why not just get this out of my chest? There's been lots and lots of back and forth, positive energy, the community attacking each other. And in the next few quote unquote sentences, I wanted to express my perspective as to honestly why this raid didn't suck. So I hope you enjoy it. And let me know your thoughts, comments below at the end of this video. Thanks so much, and let's get on with it. Alright gamers, let's do this. The first question that I asked myself around this raid was a very simple one. Was this raid fun? And to be honest, yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a new team of 6 Spanish-speaking lads. We worked very hard on our builds, building communication, practicing, sharing strategies, builds, weapons. We talk about the artifact and everything that needed to be done. In fact, when we actually got to the raid, we were laughing the entire time. If you watch our VOD from the run, you can see how much we were laughing. We were not going for number 1 or top 100. We just wanted to game because we know that raids are buggy, that you have to get lucky or some RNG. We know that our servers are sometimes terrible, and a whole bunch of things can go wrong. So if we would have gotten worse first, awesome. If we would have got a top 50, top 10, great. We have a ton of experience with bugs in the past, and we even encountered several of the boss. And honestly, we had a great time. We managed to get 135, and we were the first Spanish-speaking team to finish the raid. So, fun? Heck yeah, it was a great time. Now, another part of this is the giving back part. The lads and I had a great time helping people. In fact, I think for me it was more rewarding helping people get their clear than us getting ours first. And I'm sorry for the team, but that's just, coming from the heart. There is no greater feeling than just giving back. I cannot tell you how many folks we helped get their emblem. If you've never done a day 1 raid, or if you managed to do one sometime in the past, remember that feeling of accomplishment? All your hard work paid off? Now, my question to you is, why take away this joy from others? For the first time in a long time, we have a raid that is more accessible mechanically and in difficulty. Even some of my friends that I game with, from time to time, who have serious disabilities, they found it more accessible to do. And they also had a great time. So, my question is, shouldn't we celebrate this? The fact that more folks are coming back to the game, which could mean better resources, more investment, more awareness. Even famous streamers and content creators came back to the game, now arguably because of how fun it was, or maybe because all the promotions on Twitch with emblems, what have you. My next point, it was a beautiful raid. Aesthetically, the colors, the environment, everything we saw on this raid was great. It was beautiful. I cannot deny it. Even my wife, Mrs. Dog, was like, oh my god, this is fantastic. So, true, while some encounters didn't feel like encounters, except number 3, because that encounter, till this day, I think is one of the best ones we ever seen, that raid kept it to its core. It took you on a journey of what was going on. It was live, it was lively as the route sort of moved as you progress. So for that, I gotta give it to Bungie. Kudos on that. Now, the lore, I think it was really good. I'm a huge fan of the lore. Everybody knows that about me. When we were helping folks complete their clear through challenge mode, there is nothing greater than to understand what was going on. I could talk about the lore on the raid for days, and I'm still talking about it. However, I need to admit that I'm still a little bit confused as to how this raid kind of fits with the rest of the campaign and story. I am sort of taking a wild guess here that we will learn more later on, as we tend to sort of, discover more things. Now, my next point, I want to talk about the huge difference which annoys me to the core. The difference between difficulty and accessibility. So let's be very clear. We all have our definition of what something is easy, difficult, and accessible. I personally believe that if you practice thousands of hours, you will get better at anything. In fact, you will be a master of any skill. Thus, it's safe to argue that things will become naturally easier for you. You will be able to pick up things as you move along. There are players in our community who can easily adapt to any situation because they have thousands and thousands of hours of knowledge and investment in this game. Just me want to tell you that if you put in the time, so can you. So for the folks that are saying that the raid was easy, well, good for you. I have met folks who have spent 27 hours and never completed it. Was it difficult for them? Heck yeah, it was. Now, for me, in my opinion, mechanically, it was a lot easier because I have those hours invested. But that does not mean that I'm going to belittle those folks who found it difficult. And I sort of want to switch gears to accessibility. To me, accessibility are features that enables anyone with a disability, inability, or a deficiency to do any activity. For example, the raid colors, the sound cues, the mechanics, those things were really accessible to any team, especially some of my friends who provided that feedback. They were able to adapt and complete the raid. So on that end, this raid was accessible for a lot of folks. Was it easy or difficult? That definition remains to the person who applies themselves is to actually getting there. My next point is, can we stop with this window shopping? This is getting ridiculous. If you see a popular streamer or a team doing a 3-man challenge, solo encounters, and completing flawless day one, for the love of everything that's holy, do not compare yourself to them. That does not mean that it's easier for you or that it's easier for them. It just means that the mechanics and the raid were more accessible to them. They can quickly adapt. They have thousands of hours invested in them. For these players, this was just, this is all unrelated. It becomes easier for them because they have ample experience and practice to do this. So please stop demonizing and please stop comparing yourself to them. After I completed all of this, and I've been thinking about this all day long, I asked myself this question many times. What was the goal and the point of this entire raid? And I think that this raid entire goal was to bring as many players as possible back to the game, to get as many completions as possible, to bring more exposure to the game. One could argue from a financial standpoint, but in fact, when you see 48 hours and you see promotions for free emblems, Twitch, jackets, and quite frankly, there is a reason for this. And I believe it's, the 48 hours was for that, to bring more attention to the game. And to be honest, I'm happy that in a way Bungie did this because a lot more folks were able to get the first clear. So kudos to you, Bungie. My last and final thought. We are all in various states in this game. So whether you're a veteran, a brand new player, whether you made it to 1780 to enter the raid, whether you completed it or not, I just want to say to you, GG's. Thank you for your commitment, for playing the game, and for being a gamer. In my book, you have earned my respect. The more attention, and I want to be very clear about this, the more attention we get about the game, I know personally, as a business owner, investor, we will see more resources allocated to this game. And to me, folks, however you want to look at this, this is a win-win. This is Stock signing out. I know for a fact there's some hot takes here, and I want to be respectful to the community. But I firmly believe that we can do better than this as a community. If you're new to the channel, please know that every single little thing that we do here at Crealites is for charity. We give back. We don't take a dime from YouTube. So if you want to help the mission, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments and your thoughts on Twitter. And maybe one day we'll see each other at the tower so we can actually do a strike or maybe an IFO. Who knows? Maybe the next raid. Till next time, I sub Guardian, and please, 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 I beg you, do not let anyone take this W from you. Till next time, peace out.